What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 53 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Malekith and Naggarond Inc. campaign. Attention, Naggarond Inc. workers. Bring out your dead. Recent developments in the necromantic arts have enabled us to bolster our workforce. All workers are now required to bring in their deceased family members for processing. Please exhume with care so as to not damage your future colleagues. So as we saw last time, Crone Hellebron got herself a lovely little battle against the vampire counts, facing off against two full stacks and elite stacks, at that with very high veterancy, and once again coming out ahead. Crone Hellebron herself killing off, I don't know, a bunch of elites, several lords, several necromancers, and several big beasties, like a zombie dragon and a few other things. So great job to Hellebron. She's certainly proving to be a very capable lord, both in the commanding and in the dueling of the enemies concept. Anyway, we do still have a few turns, or few things rather, that we need to do this turn, though there isn't all that much in the way of admin, because obviously, once again, I did that between the episodes. Let's get through whoever still needs to move, and then we can go to next turn. Jaden the Troll Vanquisher, I believe you're staying still for the turn, waiting for Admiral Moksha to be done with what he's doing. Ferry obviously does not need to move at the current time. LOKHIR, we were actually going to attack the Great Hall of Greasus with you, and you know what, maybe we'll just start the episode off by doing that. So LOKHIR, you don't need Favor the Fortunate or Confer Bloodlust at the current time, unless we get some Charybdises. I'm still thinking maybe we should get a couple of Charybdises for him, because we can't get any sea dragons or hell drakes, and it, I don't know, just to have that sea theme and go a little bit harder, it's certainly a possibility. But for now, since we don't have them, let's get something else. Sadistic is a nice little buff for LOKHIR himself. Yeah, let's get Sadistic. And then we probably will want to get Ward of Cain, and then into the Sea Dragon Cloak, all the way through Deadly Onslaught. Then let's level up your Sorceress, a Death Sorceress, one of the few that we are using. You lack Doom and Darkness, an aspect of the Dread Knight. Don't really care about either of these all that much, to be honest. Let's get We Are the Elite, actually, on you, so that we can get Potent as well. We do want to get Potent on various units. Silver Tongue Promises is maxed out, and I think we're going to go for Great Sword with the... with these guys, although we could also skip Great Sword at first to get you Elusive into Strength Through Spite, which is a nice sword. Yeah, let's go for Plunder Troves first, and then we'll go for Great Sword right after. I take it that Great Sword only locks Sword in Hand bow. Yeah, it doesn't lock Plunder Troves, so that's just fine. All right, and then you're gonna do the same thing. Great Sword for you. You have this, but let's get you increase. Oh wait, damn it, not Great Sword. Increase Mobility and Plunder Troves. My bad, my bad. 'Twas close though. There we go, and while we are hurt, I don't imagine these guys will be all that up to the task of defeating LOKHIR'S forces. So here we go. Probably could have actually kept these guys as allies, but it was just too tempting to attack them, and just for fun. We got some Lead Belchers here, and oh, they even have a Regiment of Renown. Isn't that cute? As well as some Cathayan units. Adorable. Here we go. Let's see what LOKHIR can do yet again against more ogres. Alrighty, looks like LOKHIR will be killing some ogres, or I should say some more ogres, for Mathland. Oh, I like the little charge animation for the sea dragon there. It looks like it gets a little bit angrier as it charges in. Anyway, we've already seen LOKHIR wreck face against enemy ogres, but well, his army is pretty well disposed to it because of the anti-large range damage on all of our black Blackheart Corsairs, so we may as well keep at it. Anyway, we Vanguard deployed forward and are charging directly into about half of the enemy army, while the artillery will continue providing support by trying to annihilate those lead belchers as they're fairly threatening. LOKHIR, in the meantime, is going to distract as many of the enemy ogres as he possibly can, while his minions dish out damage to them. Otherwise, it looks like the enemy is going to be targeting LOKHIR quite a bit, but, well, I'm hopeful that he can survive it. There we go. Lots of daggers being chucked at LOKHIR there, but every second that they're being distracted by LOKHIR is a second that all the other ogres are being brought down by our massive piles of Blackheart Corsairs. And there we go. And it looks like at least a decent amount of them are trying to book it on out of there. Of course, the Blackheart Corsairs do a pretty darn good job at chasing. So this does work out for us fairly well as well. Dropping spells periodically on the enemy while we do all this. LOKHIR is trying to go after the enemy lord while once again continuing to fight everybody around him. Looks like he's killed a few ogres off already. And the lead belchers are going to be the targets of Fate of Biuna and probably even spirit leeches as well. Though maybe the hunter's a better option for a spirit leech, and we've hit it, I think, with one or two already. The artillery aren't doing too much in this particular case. I mean, 1 minute in and they've been firing on these lead belchers non-stop and haven't done a crazy amount. I may delete one or two of these artillery pieces depending. Oh well, not a big deal either way. A Soul Blight comes down, or is that the Fate of Biuna effect? No, I guess that's the Fate of Biuna effect. Still on the enemy, but LOKHIR continues to anchor his own little line, while our Blackheart Corsairs continue to rip those ogres apart, or the other ogres apart. And all that while not taking all that much in the way of damage, whether it be in terms of the HP or models. As we can see, this unit hasn't lost a single model. This unit hasn't lost a single model. This apparently has lost some, but I don't know if those were lost in this battle or in a battle previous. Either way, it looks like about half of the enemy army has been destroyed by our piles of Blackheart Corsairs. A little bit more even combat against the enemy man-eaters here, as they also have a single melee weapon and a single range weapon, and can also do a little bit of point-blank firing. Haven't seen the man-eaters a lot in this particular campaign, so nice to see them do their thing. Of course, our Manticore is in to help out against them as well, so sorry, man-eaters, but it looks like you've lost just as much as the Ogre Bulls have. Looks like some enemy Cathayan units are charging back in, but are already broken again, and now the rest of our Blackheart Corsairs are going to move to help LOKHIR out. He has managed to see off that enemy Slaughtermaster. Looks like one of the hunters is badly damaged as well, although I think this one actually got killed not by LOKHIR, but by our Spirit Leech casting mage. LOKHIR is now going after the enemy Firebelly and the enemy Butcher as well. Now that lots of those enemy Ogre Bulls and stuff have cleared out, he can focus down the enemy elites instead. Although he was focusing the enemy boss in the first place, or lord in the first place. Butcher is pretty much out of the picture. I believe the Firebelly is booking it on out of there as well, and while a few of the regular I want to say boys, not orc boys, but ogre boys, bulls. Wow, bulls and boys is kind of similar. That's why that confused me. Anyway, while a few of those regular bulls are still fighting, it looks like a lot of them are rushing out of there. The Iron Guts, I believe, have come back and are trying to hold off the tide of Blackheart Corsairs, as well as our Death Hag. But once again, I don't imagine it'll be for long. LOKHIR is recovered past half HP now. Could use a little bit more recovery, but we're looking pretty good here. Alrighty, and I see them running now, and I do believe that is that. The rest of their army will shatter with those Iron Guts, and the battle is ours. Fantastic. Alrighty, I think credit has to go to LOKHIR for this particular fight there, although the terrain certainly did help out as well, by virtue of us essentially being able to split their army in the way that we did because of this little impassable terrain object, and LOKHIR held the ground, forcing them all wall to funnel themselves to one side while the other side got destroyed by our Black Ark Corsairs means that they just did not get a lot of mileage out of way too many of their units. Anyway, we're obviously going to chase them down a little bit and speed it up. LOKHIR, I believe, is healing in the meantime and was healing in the meantime, and is up to about 3/4 of his HP after his heals have completed, which ain't too bad either. A decisive victory and yet another one of these Gold Tooth armies destroyed, and I'm not entirely sure whether they'll be able to recover from it. Alrighty, no problem at all for LOKHIR'S. Once again, he shows off the power of those Black Ark Corsairs and that anti-large, and those anti-large handbows that they have against the piles of enemy ogres. Always surprised at how little of, or how few of these Black Ark Corsairs die, considering the splash damage available on the enemy ogres, but still, and great job. Don't underestimate Black Ark Corsairs. We are going to just occupy it. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're probably not going to keep these territories, but if we do keep any of them, it'll be this one, the Ivory Road, because it has access to three special things, and that's an extra 30 slaves. Not that we even need the extra slave income at this point, as we're at plus 1451 per turn, which is pretty great. Alrighty, Thorg, and okay, that's a bunch of enemies killed in battle. We don't need the halls of mustering, and we certainly don't need the slave pens here either. At the very least, this place would grow to maximum very quickly if we were to hold on to it. Not that, once again, I think that we care about doing so. This also may be a decent time to build a few units on Vash's Barbstorm. Not here, of course, but is there anywhere where we have potential military structures? Might not be the case. If we wanted to build Vashus an army, we'd probably have to do that out of another location, wouldn't we? Could always bring some over. Alright, well, I was just thinking of building an army here, and unfortunately our Black Ark's too far away. You know what, I'll think about it. Not that we really need to, it's just that a few of these areas probably don't need LOKHIR'S personal intervention, so another army may be in just the way, just to take a few of the other settlements without wasting LOKHIR'S turn. Anyway, we'll figure that out as we go. Illidan, Shadowheart, you have the Harpies for now, but we're just waiting for next turn for you to get for you to send those Harpies to somebody else. The admins don't need to move. This admin has some units, but it's not ones we care about. Furion Beastbinder, you are going to go and grab this island, and then I believe you are going to go back up north to and join the defense against the Sisters of Twilight. Alright, and I guess Sunken Chest, wax sealed rations for you, not that we need the bonus money, and let's get you back. This would just get a little bit in the way of level ups for you, but I can't wait to see this army fight something, and it will be the endgame scenario fight because it's just too far from anything else. Yes, technically we could go through the sea lane, but well, we need armies here anyway for the endgame, so yeah. Alrighty, so where were you? Damn, I lost sight. Okay, there we go. Furion Beastbinder is good. Aelrishin Grimgaze is moving to get his army completed. Killian does not need to move until the endgame. Uldrethane Gatesmiter. Yes, you were going to take Mangrove Coast last time. I forgot to have you auto-resolve it. And we really need to find him a fight as well. This is... yeah, that's not a fight. Even... yeah, it doesn't even do any damage to his army. So occupy the place like So Charmed, Shield Elf Servant, Cult of Sotek, destroyed. And the Kulkan Plains is ours. Not that we really care about Kulkan Plains, mind you, but hey, it does have some stuff. And Chupayodel used to be the starting location for a LOKHIR Felheart, so why not keep it? These guys are really not happy about what we did to the Cult of Sotek, but I feel like if we offer them enough money, which we have plenty of, we might still be able to make friends with them. I guess we'll give it a try and we'll see. If not, we'll destroy them, but I'd really rather keep Oxyodel. It'd be nice to have some lizard allies, since we destroyed all the other lizards, not by virtue of needing to, but sort of having, well, not by virtue of wanting to, but by virtue of having to. Let's go with that. They all declared war on us, guys. It wasn't me, damn it. Heladan, Shadowheart, we already checked you in Vasha, so Furion, Ilrishan, where were we? Not Killian. Ah, Uldrathane, that was you, that was last. So, anybody else? Soko's Dark Path is recruiting, so he doesn't need to move. Fern Harvest, Tempest of Talons. You're supposed to join Malice, so go and join him. I don't know who you are, you're just one of these lords that is there just in case we need to summon a new one, and damn the list for constantly resetting itself. Alrighty, anybody else? Port admin, administration, admin, blah 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 blah, I think we're good. Oh wait, no, we still have to move the black arcs. Well, okay, that's sort of. We have to move those black arcs that we have to move, if that makes any sense. You're gonna go with Morathi, so go towards her for now. Yorn Barbstorm. Valal is where he's supposed to be outside the Altar of the Crimson Harvest for 3 more turns until we can declare war on Norska. Leech is supporting Crone Hellebron and this location, and I once again absolutely love the fact that we can sail down the River Reich in order to support these guys here. Admiral Moksha is recruiting for 2 more turns. Canavail should be moving. Yes, alright, you're gonna grab this. And you're gonna get the Sunken Chest, I guess, not that we really care. And, well, you could move to Wei Jin to support Malice. I think you're okay. You're gonna move southward now. And I think we're gonna send you through a sea lane in order to do some stuff, specifically this sea lane down here. I'd like you to find Torellasor and ally with them. And if we manage to be friends with the... if we manage to be friends with Oxyodal, we may have you attack Kairos while being friends with these guys, and then once you're done that, you can sail up northward to possibly attack Nurgle, or generally speaking, just help out the Knights of Calador. Anyway, I believe that's it for this particular turn, so we can skip and assign skill points. Hero not moved, Lord not moved, and the turn. Wondering if we can get attacked anywhere, but I guess we'll find out. Alrighty, who can move? Freebooter for Rakarth. That sounds like a trait that pretty much every Dark Elf should start with. Luther Harkin. Military access. Oh, huh. By virtue of not having military access with him, he presumably won't want to pass through our territory to attack these guys. You know what? That's fine. No. Decline. I actually kind of want to see whether by keeping that territory they won't attack each other. Just create a barrier between them. I don't actually care about the Vampire Coast here, but I don't necessarily want them to die, especially because I don't consider vampires to be a destruction sort of a faction, so they should really... What the heck? Enemy hero action success chance +5, -5%. Spent too long in a settlement with high control. Okay, all of our admins are gonna get that. Confederation between Reichland and Middenland, so a little bit less trade for us, I guess, since we were trading with them. Ally begins outpost construction coup run. Rhetorician for Malice, and okay, everybody's getting rhetoricians and degenerate kettle drummers for some reason. Lots and lots of those. Not that that's a bad thing, mind. Elf servants, more rhetoricians, some worm hunters. Man, look at all these followers being gained. What the heck is going on? Ready for duty, Parthok, Kane marked. Ready for duty, Feniaur, Barb, Storm, Dread Tongue. Settlement receives plague. Of course it does. And this is why we need to destroy those Skaven. Damn them. And Slansek got the plague as well. Oh, it's spreading. It's frickin' spreading. Yeah, they need to be destroyed. What an annoying ability. Hey, journey complete for Fern Harvest Tempest of Talons. You... Huh, that only takes 1 turn. Fantastic. You're supposed to join Malice, so move up through here, and oh, he can get his army completed now, and I guess he will want to. We'll move those armies together, and hopefully we'll be able to meet Miao Ying in battle. She may come for Haichai or Jiju here, but she probably won't reach it, so we'll be fine. Malice, go ahead and take your upgrades. No more of these Cold One chariots. What a terrible unit. Alright, like this versus like this. There we go. Now, Malice, you have plenty of Cold One Dread Knights and plenty of Cold One Knights anti-large for the Cold Ones, and over the regular Cold One Knights, and then anti-everything for the Cold One Dread Knights. Yes, the army would be stronger if we did nothing but Dread Knights, but they're just here for you know, flavor. And the same thing with this. We're going to keep the Cold One Chariots and Fern Harvest's army, though maybe I should put a couple of Masters in here. We don't have a lot of extra Masters. We had one down here, Balthanol. Although, LOKHIR isn't unbreakable, which is another problem. Maybe we want to put him in this army. You know what, Balthanol, you stay here. Maybe we'll make space for you in LOKHIR'S army just to give him the unbreakable trait. It might be worth our time. Anyway, let's keep moving everybody else around. We got time after all. Looks like Paravant has not been taken, surprising. Alright, so here's what we'll do. First of all, R&Ds. Okay, I'm going to move a few of the R&Ds because we're going to attack the orcs here. So I do feel like the R&Ds do need to be moved by virtue of that because they'll be gone next turn. You can stay here, though. I'm a little bit wary of these guys assassinating you. They're all moving near you, and it's making me nervous. You have stolen tech for 3 turns only, though, so I guess you just keep doing this. Oh well, not a big deal. Malekith, I'd like you to move towards Kingsglade. I still don't... Oh, wait. Actually, depends on if we can take Paravant and Massif Orcal both, and I guess that remains to be seen. It also remains to be seen what exactly we keep here. Oh, and before I forget, between the episodes, I gave Blackstone Post and Carrick Ziflin to Kuran, or did I do that last episode? I no longer remember what I did between the episodes versus last episode. Not that I think it matters over much. Anyway, who are you at war with? Tolvin. Okay, you're at war with Reichland. Reichland, chat, join war against Broken Axe. There you go. We don't need anything from you. You just keep defending yourself and keep on surviving. If you're wondering why I still haven't once again gone for a defensive alliance with them, it's because they're losing ground. And if we weaken them even further by aligning with them, that'll just let them die. And I don't want to solve all their problems for them, to be perfectly frank. I'm basically already doing that in my Karl Franz campaign, and it's kind of like every single... Even though we have 1 million allies... Oh, wow. Can't do that, eh? Even though we have 1 million allies, they're all super incompetent by virtue of being our allies, which is pretty dumb. You... Oh, wow. You may need to be reset, huh? Well, actually, you're only level 12, eh, Akanet? Well, you do have something... 2 points in Fireball, which I never use. That's definitely a waste of a point. You have a point in Line Breaker, which isn't all that useful for the Silverian Guard. We probably want Sheaf Master and our Raid Leader as well, eh? If we want to keep using the Dark Riders. What do you have, by the way? You have Strategist and Life Quencher. A little bit of a mix of units, eh? I'm just wondering what we do with you. Well, oh, but if we reset you... I guess we just reset you, but we don't get the Name of Power again, because I don't want to get 2 names of power on you. Because you haven't earned it, let's say. Root Marcher, a Student of the Dark Tower, Fireball, Inspiring Presence. We will, I guess, go for Sheaf Master. It's not that much of a buff, but you know what? We are still going to be using 3 artillery pieces in this particular army, I would imagine. It's a fine army. Go for Sheaf Master and I guess Slaughter Lord, even though there's only 2 units of Witch Elves. We could increase the number of Witch Elves here if we wanted to, or just take out the Dark Riders altogether. Though I do kind of like the balance of this particular army. Maybe take out 2 Dark Riders, put in another Reaper Bolt Thrower, and then put in 2 more Witch Elves. Something along those lines. Maybe. Either way, Sheaf Master is what we'll go with. We have Student of the Dark Tower. We probably want Kindle Flame, Cascading Fire Cloak, Flaming Sword of Ruin, and the Burning Head. Just a little bit of everything, I guess. Go for it. And then we'll want to try to get those Piercing Bolts of Burning. Alright, you stay there for now, but probably not forever. Then, we'll want to... Let's see if we can do this right. Oh, is Durthu back? Durthu is indeed back. I'd love to see him face off against Malekith. You're going to besiege Paravant. And you can auto-resolve this. Though I guess the question is, should we auto-resolve this? And the answer is I don't know. And the reason that I'm wondering I'm just applying some items right now. The reason that I'm wondering about this is because if Durthu attacks us immediately, it depends on how badly we get hurt. The defenses here are pretty weak, considering. You know what, let's move everybody else around. We're gonna fight at least one of these. I guess we have to fight Akanets, and to be fair, we haven't. You know what we'll do? We'll do this. I kind of want to see the Black Orcs face off against White Lions and Silverian Guard up on the walls, so we could send some towers up to the walls. That might be fun. I guess we don't need the ram then. Alright, just build... okay, that doesn't work anyway. You can besiege them. It's not like we're in a hurry with this particular army anyway, so if they... Oh, they could also maybe sally out. You know what? Just in case they do, let us do this. You're gonna go for Replenished Troops, Dance of Death, and I guess Impassioned. We want that Cauldron of Blood, and then we want you to upgrade the Witch Elves and such that are in here. Malekith, then I guess you can ignore this. And while I was originally gonna go for Kingsglade, maybe it's better for you to go right here instead. Yeah, you know what? This is what we'll do. Malekith, you're going to go right here. We're going to auto-resolve Paravon, and we're probably going to fight the Massive Orcal battle as we end it. This just doesn't feel like it's worth our... it's just not worth our time. The defenders here are poor against the various elites that we have here. Alright, occupy. And we'll obviously fight Durthu one-on-one with Malekith. We will occupy this for now. I don't know whether we'll be keeping it, but we shall see. Another organ merchant, always nice. You can't have too many organ merchants, guys. And a few items and a million more followers. Okay, we will want to delete you and you. Let's upgrade Cornell while we're at it. Pop you into highborn hostages. And I guess we'll keep the fighting pits because this is a yellow territory, so yeah, we may as well. Alrighty, who else needs to move? Hellebron. I believe... Oh, look at that. Vlad is in Wurtbad. So the question is, if you could hit Flensburg...
No mercy.
And R&D grab Flensburg fast. There we go. Then you can auto-resolve this, and we're gonna hope that it doesn't do too much damage to us. Okay, it's a little bit of damage, but it's not too bad. And occupy the place. Lovely. You can keep whatever items you find for now. We'll be swapping that out later. And success, where are you going, Gelthy? I was hoping that you'd take Aberheim or Steingart, but frankly, it looks like the vampiric corruption has already destroyed your army. Yeah, the AI is really poor at combating corruption, isn't it? Which is, I guess, how the vampire counts when in the hands of the AI are able to spread so far. Close victory here, eh? I do have to wonder if they're... Oh, damn, I should have moved the R&D to take some tech. I guess you can go to Aberheim. Can't reach Needling from here. Alright, Aberheim it is. I'm just going to move these right now, or else I'm going to forget to do so afterwards. There we go, more organ merchants for everybody. And what's our trade at, by the way? 58k, nearly 59, compared to the 159,000 building income, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, Hellebron, I think you're just still going to auto-resolve this. Let's face it, this is not worth fighting. Even with Vlad there, it's just not worth fighting. And we're not keeping any of these territories either. We're going to be giving them to our allies, but we can do that later. Occupy the place. You know what? To heal up, Luton occupied instead. And just in case we get attacked by a full stack. I doubt it, but who knows. Repair, so when we give them to our allies, they're worth a little bit more, but don't bother collecting the income. Sokos, are you still in range? Yes, indeed you are. Fantastic. Which means you can keep recruiting. Now, I remember a few lords came onto the field. Bane Cain-marked, for example. He is Cain-marked, which means if we wanted to, we could do this. And that'll basically complete the MRI. Okay, -1, because we will need to get a sorceress in here, because you will need to cast, unless there's a Cain-marked sorceress in here. No, it doesn't look like it. I honestly... Oh wait, those are hero sorceresses. I meant Lord. Supreme Sorceress, Life Quencher, Merciless, not Cain-marked. Barbed Storm, Black Conqueror, Nightshade, no. No Cain-marked. Okay, that's fine. We'll use the Dreadlord. Oh, but it's a Dreadlord with sword and crossbow. That's a little bit of a shame. Because I feel like it should be a female Dreadlord that leads these guys, because she has only melee weapons and no sword and crossbow. But I guess since this is sort of a joint army with Black Ark Corsairs and a Black Ark Reaver, it kind of still works, I guess. Not 100% happy about it, but it'll work. for our purposes. Besides, it's just a follower army, a secondary army, as it were, so not a big deal. Anyway, Morathi, you are done here, or at least... sort of. You are now moving out to sea, and you're gonna head southward to the Bowmen of Orion for the end game. We got 5 turns until the end is nigh, most likely, and you and Barbstorm, you can stay together with Morathi. There we go, and then we can move them together. Sharky, you've got 2 turns until you can declare war. I guess we could land and then have you start raiding the territory of Norska. Why not? Port admin, stay out here. You're going to administrate this place as well. Raid, please, Sharky. These guys are really going to be unhappy with this. Just to double check, this is 2 turns? Yeah, okay. Soon. Very soon. Alrighty, who is after Sharky now? We moved to Malice and Morathi. There's Jaden, 1 more turn, I think, until she can move, yes? Yeah, okay. Well, then we'll wait 1 more turn. Ricarth, you should have a quick little auto-resolve against the... Oh, look at that, a little army. I wonder why they're running. Okay, well, first thing we need to do before moving Ricarth is have the R&Ds move, or else they won't be able to move after. And do their thing. Come down here. Alright, successful, great for you, and... I wonder if we can take both of these at the same time. Let's steal the tech just in case we can. And success for you, and I think that's everybody, right? Okay, then, Ricarth, I want you to move right here. Close to, but just outside Dusk Peaks. And then we'll see if Barsathar can take it for us. It should be pretty sparsely defended. Alright, auto-resolve. Looks like nobody does. Let's see the wow. That Feral Manticore. Hey, we did get a Dread Banner out of it, though, although it's useless on most armies. Occupy, since we're actually going to be keeping this place, and the Blood Banner, that's much better, and Envoy, that's even better than that. Envoy we definitely want on everybody. We should put it into one of the Drew Key resources. Oh, do I not have an admin here at the Star Tower? Oh, my bad. Felt like I was doing a good job giving all the admin stuff, but, oh, you're actually out of space. I just want to do the Envoy right now because I don't want to forget it. Alright, you, Envoy. Alright, there we go. More relationship with everybody. Ooh, speaking of relationship with everybody, I would love to find Karazakarak. Because I don't think the alliance with the various Chaos Dwarfs is going to happen. Hey, well, if it isn't a Karazakarak unit. I wonder how they're doing, because it seems like the orcs are doing better. How many territories do you have? 10. Oh, not as bad as I thought, though their strength rank is only 21, which is a little bit bad. Grimgor loves us. Alright, well, either way, quick deal. I just want to see, Karazakarak really wants to trade, and I'm happy to do so. Non-aggression pact and military access. Would you be willing to join any wars? It looks like they will be. Keep them nice and friendly with us, how about that? And they're still very happy with us. We don't even have to do the other agreements if we don't want to, but I think we do. This is part of the whole Shield of Civilization thing we've got going on. Let's do that. The Crooked Moon Orcs won't be happy about it, but not a big deal. We're not going to do a full alliance right now because they'll be weaker and the Orcs will probably kill them. But we'll see. Ruler's Tolerance 90. Pretty darn good. You gotta love those envoys. Silver-tongued promises from Dark Elves. Surprising that anybody's willing to trust the Dark Elves, but once again, and I know I keep saying this, the Dark Elves are they're not a destruction faction. They want to destroy everything. They have a civilization. And such as it is. Citadel of Dusk, are we able to attack you with Ricarth without losing units? Is the question. And the answer is no. Really? There's like 2 units in your game. You gotta be kidding me. I guess we could besiege it and wait until next turn, until Barsathar or Erdathane comes near, and then we should be able to auto-resolve it. Erdathane, you can move this turn, so we could have you go to Melwyn. I doubt that he'll land, though, and either way, Lord Scroll could probably kill these guys off. Alright, fine. Erdathane, you're gonna just march stance out here, and you can help with this. You're named Gate Smiter, and you could certainly smite that Citadel of Dusk gate, after all. And frankly, if these guys want to move in and sally out, I'd be happy with that as well. Alrighty. Anything else? We won't be fighting this battle this episode because I feel like I'd rather end the turn and allow them to try to sally out because, frankly, I enjoy field battles a lot more, unless we can go up the walls, which we will do if we build those siege towers. Really, I'm just doing that for fun. Not because it's necessary. We could obviously break through the gate, but we've seen similar sieges, and the wall sieges are just, they're just more entertaining to watch. Of course, you guys let me know what you think. Akhenet, you are good. Barsathar, Fairy, Lokhir, your turn again. Alrighty, where do you want to move now? We could take Carrick Krakatan before... Before Kugath does. How does Kugath feel about us? Plus 80. Okay, he likes us. But he doesn't like the Knights of Kalador, and if he wants to fight the Knights of Kalador, then... no, we don't want him to get Grimtop either. Well, you know what? Take care of Krakatan, should be a quick little auto-resolve. Kugath can get out of here. Auto-resolve this. Alright, a Charmed Shield, another Overseer. Man, at least we're picking up a lot of Overseers, which is good, because we needed min units anyway. You can keep moving. Alright, who's up next? I've lost my place once more, but that should be a, you guys should be used to that by now. Eliden, you can transfer those units. I'll deal with that between the episodes, I think. Vashus Barbstorm. I'll deal with you between the episodes as well. Or at least with the units. Furion, you've got places to be, so go north. Administration, Ilrishen, you should be moving. Together with the other army. I forget what the other army is. Caladriel, Beastbinder, you're both moving this way. Go, go, go. And they're trying to get units from Druki Resources, who is recruiting for them both. If I have it right. Plus they need heroes as well, and they're going to be armies. This is going to be our, like, Shadow and Flame army. The Black Guard, each Black Guard unit gets a Flamespire Phoenix with it. Kind of makes sense. Alright, and you two move closer together, and... huh, why did they stop? Weird. Alright, there we go, now you're close to each other. Admin, Killian Kane marked. Oh, damn, I keep clicking her because I keep thinking that this army needs to move, but it's just waiting for the endgame to arrive. Mave Granite Stance. You're waiting as well. You're waiting for us to declare war on the Skaven. Or the Skaven to declare war on us, either way. One of them will happen. Soko's Dark Path, Fern Harvest, you are good. Admin, a million admins, one for every town. I really wish that you could group them into another place, because I keep getting lost and thinking, what if there is a, what if there's an actual army between all the admins somewhere? It's very distinctly possible. Just that we can't see them right now. Anyway, Admiral Leech, you are good. Admiral Moksha, you are nearly ready. One more turn. Kunavale, you do need to move. Unlike the rest. So I guess you can march stance or full speed stance down there. Amhas is, able to, yes, get his units. Okay, so let me see if I got this right. You're gonna transfer the units. We want to transfer one Bloodrack Shrine, but just the one. And then I guess... you're a life quencher, so you want to rely on the Sisters of Slaughter more. You have one Black Arc Reaver. I guess we can do like that. And then give you 2 Charybdises and 2 War Hydras. And 1 Manticore, just the one? I want to give you 2 Manticores, but not looking super likely. I don't want to give them the second Bloodrack Shrine, though. The reason for that being that it's going to Rakarth. Then we have another useless Manticore. Fine. Just have at least 1 Manticore. Once again, with them being wholly decaying, it makes sense. And there we go. Admiral Amhas is good now. Alrighty, which means, Amhas, you're gonna go sail out to sea and you're gonna go do stuff. Finally. Alright, and you're also able to upgrade to the next level. No, you're not. Next level, though, you will be, so just be ready for it. It's over here. Okay, well, we'll head down to the sea lane after. Druki Resources, you can keep moving. Not through the plagueinated places, though. Alrighty, so hopefully somebody attacks us, or... Do we have buildings to build? Yeah, there's more admin to do and probably more heroes and stuff to move. Alrighty, fine. Because of that, I think I'm going to end the episode here. You know what? I might even end the turn between the episodes just to be able to do double the admin over the end turn. But obviously, if somebody attacks us between the end turns, then I will start the episode off with that. So, I'm gonna call it here. Next time, we should have at least some battles. The Massive Horcal might sally out, which should be fun. But even if it doesn't happen, it'll be Malekith versus Durthu. Tier 5 Waterfall Palace, lots of defenders, Forest Dragons, Durthu himself, and it should be a pretty fun time, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. and thanks for watching.